What happens when you get two dads in a messy, kid-abused minivan talking about morning sickness, epidurals, and the blessings of fatherhood? My guest today is my friend Mike Marshall, a father of 6 who once rode out a hurricane in an apartment with his pregnant wife. Mike is a talented artist, a devoted husband and father, a man without a lot of time on his hands, and the creator of the baby phone. I'm Aaron Sharp, author of the book You Got This, Dad. Settle in and ride along with us for You Got This, Dad, the series. Hey, six kids. So obviously you've been through pregnancy many times.
Yeah.
But one thing we both have in common is having been through a miscarriage.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't feel like people talk about this very much until they know that you've had one, and then you find out that all these people have done it. Kind of walk me through, as a guy, the experience, as much as you want, of miscarriage, and like, for you as a couple, for you as an individual. We had 2, you guys have had 1. Kind of walk me through that.
Yeah, it was, it's kind of really weird, you know? Like, I don't know any other way to say it. It's tragic, and it's really kind of, as God does in every way, like, turns it into something that has been really fruitful in our family. So yeah, we had our first 2 girls within 2 years of marriage. Mm-hmm. And then we again got pregnant pretty quickly after the second daughter. I was in a band, which is another, we had all kinds of fans, tens of fans. Anyway, so I was in a band, we were living in the Houston area. I was a youth minister. But I had played this show up in Denton, which was about 5 hours away from where my wife was. We had one car, and I had the car in Denton, and so we played the show, and then after that, I got the call from my wife that she thought that she had a miscarriage with our third, and so it was just it's hard enough as it is, you know, but we were 5 hours apart.
Yeah.
She had no vehicle, no way to get to the hospital. And so it's tough. Yeah. So I drove straight home to be with her. And then it's been really awesome in that we, all of our kids know about their sister Emily. Mm-hmm. That we gave birth to. We celebrate her birth in February, actually, and they talk about their sister Emily, and she's in heaven, and it's really awesome that we've been able to paint this really true picture about how death is not separating us, and in so many ways she's with us in a deeper way than any of our siblings are here on earth, as part of the communion of saints, and so yeah, we talk to her all the time, we talk about her all the time, and it really instills the value of every life, mm-hmm. and it's been really good for us, and it's hard, and obviously it was really hard to deal with, but yeah, God does crazy good things out of crazy, weird, hard circumstances, Yeah. That's not a deep theological statement.
Actually, it is.
Or it's phrased as deeply as I can, but it's turned into a real blessing for us.
Yeah.
Which is, at the time, something really confusing and heartbreaking,
I think for a guy, it's difficult because it's happening to you, but it's not happening to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not your body. You're not feeling And pregnancy is, in some ways for a guy, almost theoretical. You know what I mean? Because you see your wife, her body change, but by and large, until there's a baby screaming, it's all sort of academic. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, hey, she's sleeping more, or I've got more responsibilities because she's pregnant and we already have kids. But for the most part, you go through pregnancy pretty unscathed.
Yeah.
And then this happens, and it's sort of like you have to understand everything going on, and it's kind of difficult to process.
Yeah, the whole thing. I was just thinking about even every birth that we've had. You get that point where it's like, especially as the dad, it's like, I am utterly useless right now, and this is either going to happen, or something's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to go the way it's going to go, and I just got to sit back and pray, it really puts you in your place, and that God is big and we are not big in that way. So we realize that, or it's kind of called us on this belief that does life begin at conception, and if so, I mean, that is a child of ours, you know, and we absolutely believe that. Why not tell the world, like, hey, pray for our baby? You know, this is our baby. It's kind of at a delicate season right now. Yeah. And we believe prayer works. Man, pray for our baby, and let God's will be done. So I don't know. We've moved out of that camp of waiting for the safe time. And also everybody that sees us, that's the first. Oh, you guys pregnant again? It's like, yeah.
They just always assume anyway. Yeah. Did y'all do any sort of gender reveal thing? Because that's all the rage now.
No. If it's cool and the kids are doing it, we didn't do it.
That's fair.
Not because, just because we're not cool. But yeah, we're also, we're definitely pro finding out the gender. Yeah. Like, I don't understand not these people that don't want to know the gender. We'll take any help and preparation that we can get, I mean, you're going to spend your entire life playing from behind as a parent. At least find out all the information you can up front. Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, some unwarranted advice.
Okay.
That I stand by.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone the name until the baby's born and has been named.
Okay.
Because people will have comments and opinions. And then, especially we're Catholic, we do some weird names, and it's like
Benedict,
yeah, Benedict,
your second kid being Pius V was a little weird. I'm sorry, Mike, but it just is. I mean, like,
yes. Well, my son, well, they all have really cool names, but my wife's talked me out of some crazy Catholic names. There are more cool boys' names than girls, like Perpetua and things like that. Things that they're not cool anymore. But we managed to get some cool ones. But yeah, there's I've known people that have announced the name, and then people are quick to be like, oh, you thought about? That's kind of a weird name, Yeah. So it's like, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I would just tell people, though, well, you know what happened when people didn't like John the Baptist's name? Like, people ended up mute over that. So say what you want.
Yeah. Aaron, I can't put into words how bad I have to pee right now.
You know what? Lucky for you, we're almost to my house.
Yeah.
So if I don't run over anybody in the road, if they actually get out of the road, I'll be home in like 2 minutes, and you can go do your thing.
Because it's about to be a situation up in here.
You
have to use your wife's throw-up cup.
Well, she's not pregnant, so we don't actually have one in here.
It can't hurt to always have a throw-up cup, though, right?
I think that's kind of the Marshall Plan.
Kind of multifunctional.
Yeah, just always be ready to
in a situation like this.
Yeah, always be ready to be pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, can I be pregnant right now?
Yes.
Can I pee in your throw-up cup?
That would be the most pregnant thing you've ever done, Mike.
Yeah.